Yo, what's going on? Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to dumb anime arguments video by Ninjuno. Now, there is a lot of debate on, certain things in anime, in the anime community, like which character is stronger than which character, and they're characters from two different anime verses, or this character can solo this character's anime verse, or blah 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 blah. The whole Superman versus Goku argument. There's that. There's a lot, man. There's a crazy one that I'm about to say. There's a freaking argument that certain kinds of animes aren't really anime. They're Thailand. You know what I mean? There's those arguments. Like it is. There's a whole lot, bro. With any form of media, there will be, opinions, different conflicting opinions on things. You know what I mean? Anime is no different. So today we'll be reacting to a couple of these ones that Ninjuno has curated. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. That Ninjuno has curated for us, and we can see whether or not we agree with them or not. That's it. That is all. Let's just get straight into the video. You feel me? No more yappity yapping. Where's my button?
Anime has genuinely produced some of the dumbest debates and arguments to ever grace the internet. Most of the time, it gets to a point where there is obviously not a clear correct answer because the argument is subjective and opinion based. However, people in the Big 26, for some reason, just love to rage bait others to no end. It will take shit to the absolute extreme if it means getting a fat chud over the internet upset because they don't agree with their opinion. So today, we gonna be talking about the dumbest anime arguments that ended up just being pure hatred and rage bait. So kicking things off, we're gonna talk about probably the worst argument of all time that I've seen multiple times throughout the past few years. Watching an anime in dub versus sub. Oh my god, bro. This one pisses me off on.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. I'm watching both, bro.
You need to leave.
I'm watching both. Why? If the anime's in English, I'll watch it in English. You feel me?
No!
I'm not, if it's an anime I've been anticipating and it's releasing right now, I'm not gonna wait for it to be finished and then wait for it to be dubbed for me to watch it, bro. If I want to watch it in how it's released in its original Japanese freaking audio, I will. It does not matter. It's not that big a deal, bro. It does not matter if you prefer one over the other. You're still watching the same content. You're still getting more or less the same idea of the story, just differently worded, bro. Because there is some translations when it translates from the original Japanese to English that they switch up some things. But other than that, it's the same source material, bro. It does not matter.
He ain't lying.
This one I never understood for real. It was so
Levels
stupid.
y'all don't understand. I have so much hatred for whoever started this argument because some motherfuckers will genuinely harm you if you dare watch a certain anime in the English dub version for absolutely no reason. Like, bro, this argument should not really be that deep because it's merely a preference thing. Some people would rather not read these long ass subtitles, especially if it's an anime like JJK. I would completely understand that.
Oh yeah, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime. They talk so fast in that anime, bro. Like in sub, the freaking text just zoom by and it's full on paragraphs. They just be zooming by. If you're not paying attention, you'll miss an important detail that'll come up later in this series, and you'll be confused as freak as to why the hell this is even happening right now. Then you gotta go back and watch the whole thing over again. You'll be like, I missed that. Listen, it's a lot, bro. Trust me. It's happened to me multiple times, bro.
You stupid.
Like with Dr. Stone. I stopped watching Dr. Stone in sub for that specific reason. There's too much sciencey stuff that I don't know about that they're talking about, that if I'm not locked in 110% on the sub, I will miss it. Okay? So that's one of those animes I can't personally watch in sub. But there's nothing wrong with you if you watch it in sub. You're just smarter than I am. That's all it is.
decision. They got too much reading to do on the screen just to understand the power system. It's for real like reading an entire novel by itself when you are watching the dub version. When they first introduced the culling games and they were flashing the rules for about half a second on screen as if we could understand and comprehend them at light speed, I'm sure 90% of the people watching thought, the fuck? I am not reading all that. Also, it's basically confirmed that we, the fans, can't read in the first place. So why would you argue about the sub version being better when this is what your screen looks like every single fight? Because the narrator gotta explain something. Might as well put them annoying ass pop-up ads where it be saying hot baddie Asians are 1 mile away in your area. You should just enjoy the anime in whatever way you feel helps you enjoy the show better. You don't have to inconvenience yourself to read the subtitles if you don't want to. Personally, I watch most of my anime in sub, but I don't go around cramming it down people's throats just because that's how I watch my anime. However, there are people in this world that will do that. If you dare say you watch something like My Hero Academia in a language that's not in Japanese, every unemployed greasy chud is going to do everything in their power.
I watched it in both. I watched it in both, bro. I watched it in both. That's just me. I don't care. I watched it in both, and nobody can tell me nothing. I watched it when it was dropping in sub, and then after it's been dropped for a while, I went back and rewatched it in dub. Why? I just liked it that much, but I didn't want to spend the time reading a second time around, bro. That's all it is. Come on, man. I'm lazy.
All because in their
Go back.
employed greasy chud is going to do everything in their power to try and dox you. All because in their opinion, the voice acting in English isn't quote unquote authentic. Doing the absolute most, all because of some damn voices. Like, gang, I genuinely want to harm you. And bro, from personal experience, the ones that always be starting this argument are those annoying ass sub glazers that act like watching an anime in the dub versions is like committing nefarious acts on levels of King Von himself. The dub watchers are just in their own lane. They for real just chilling, rarely be starting any problems. But some of these fat ass Discord sub watchers will dead ass get pissed if you watch an anime in any other language. Like, God forbid you watch a show where you can enjoy it better because you can just listen and understand the language. And these are the same people that will dick ride anything Japanese related and glaze their entire country to no end as if it's superior to everything else only because they like anime. They dead ass be like, man, I wish I lived in Japan. Maybe then I would find a waifu that appreciates my green aura with flies. Like, bro, go take a shower, bro. You're scaring the hoes. They for real act like Japan is the best country to exist. Like they didn't commit some of the most disgusting, vile acts to the Chinese people.
Hey, Ninjuno, calm down, buddy. You putting a little too much politics in my anime video, bro. Relax. He's not wrong. He's really not wrong. But relax.
People, if you know, you know. You got Timmy and Hubert over here sending you death threats because you said you watched something like Blue Lock in the English dub, and they want to justify their
goated
hatred
anime, bro.
It doesn't sound anime enough when their fat chud selves can't even understand Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Is this nigga serious?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, chat. Let me tell y'all something. All right. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like there's not certain anime, like when you watch it in sub versus the dub, it's a different level of experience, bro. Like, there's something about some of these Japanese voice actors when they're portraying certain characters that they just go ultra instinct, bro. I don't know what it is. They just get into a different bag with these characters, and you can feel the passion. You know what I mean? It's also the vice versa for the dub, bro. There's certain animes where the English just sounds so much better. Okay? I don't know why this is even an argument, to be honest with you. I feel like people just want to argue for stupid shit.
He's right, you know.
Sue me, nigga. That's my opinion. You feel me? But most of the time, none of the time it matters, bro. It's like bro said, it's a preference thing. So whatever you prefer, watch it. If you feel like waiting, an extra 2 months for the whole new season of whatever to come out and be in English, you do that, bro. More power to you. You feel me? But I need my anime right now. I don't care how it came out. I need it now.
Their fat ass ain't even have the energy to open the Duolingo app a single time talking about Japanese is a much more superior language to watch anime in. Like, bro, say on Triple T you being serious right now because there's no way these people are real. Now, I will admit there are some English dubs where you can tell the voice acting is genuinely hot garbage, but I feel like that's with every show in general. Not every voice acting role is going to be perfect. However, there are times too where the original or sub voice acting sounds trash, but the dub just sounds 10 times is better.
Absolutely.
Not the most perfect example for this argument, but the anime Ghost Stories, one of the prime examples where the English dub was just infinitely funnier and better than the
Facts.
original, because the
Facts.
English dub studio was told that they could just script it and say whatever they wanted, and the things that they were saying were absolutely wild that it had you questioning whether or not it was the original voiceover. Let me just play a few examples for y'all real quick so you know what I'm talking about.
I think she's right. You are retarded.
Like, bro, you ain't ever hearing this shit from any other anime but this one. Anyways, the only time I will take someone's opinion on whether or not an anime sub or dub is better is if they themselves can understand and are fluent in Japanese and whatever dub language they are comparing. But in general, don't be criticizing people on how they watch the anime and dub or sub. It really ain't that deep. The next argument that I want to talk about, though, that has got to be one of the stupidest arguments that tends to rage bait a lot of people on the internet, because it's a mix of facts and just making shit up. I'm not gonna lie. The power scaling arguments. More specifically, the "but can he beat Goku" type of argument.
He not beating Goku. He not beating Goku.
This is one of the dumbest shit, bro.
Who you know beating Goku?
I swear, some of y'all Dragon Ball fans for real glaze Goku as if he's the strongest character in anime. Dog, he ain't even the strongest character in his own verse.
Right.
Please shut up.
I was about to say
Every
that.
single time I hear "but can he beat Goku" from a Dragon Ball fan, I genuinely want to tweak out. Like, I could...
Bros. I'm going to name at least, let me see. How far do I want to drag this? And I'm not even hating on Dragon Ball. I fuck with Dragon Ball heavy, bro. Like, there's a level of motivation that I get from Dragon Ball that the gym bros will understand. Okay? Like, my entire gym fit, summer gym fit, is a full Dragon Ball outfit decked out with the... Y'all have seen it already, right? But I know for a fact that Goku is not my nigga. Sonic the Hedgehog is whooping Goku in whatever best form he has. Sonic can match that.
He ain't lying.
Or not even match that. That nigga got more forms, way more powerful, bro. Rimuru, Tempest, the GOAT himself. I need to get that time I got reincarnated as a slide poster for that fucking wall, bro. Okay? He can whoop Goku several different ways for shits and Kirby, nigga, do you hear me? Kirby, that little pink blob is whooping. There is so. I know I named 2 game characters and 1 anime character, but that just proves my point, bro. It's like, if I can name characters that aren't even anime related, in a literal sense, I guess, you can understand that there's definitely characters from different anime that is putting belt to ass on Goku, bro. Okay? This one might be a little controversial, okay? This is what I think, at least. I think Lelouch is putting the beats on Goku, bro. I don't want to hear from nobody. Argue with your mama, my nigga. Now, obviously, that one was a joke. I know in the literal sense, Lelouch is not beating Goku in a fight, bro. Not hand to hand, or not powers or nothing like that. Lelouch is obviously not beating Goku in a fight, bro. That one was just a joke. Relax.
Be having a regular conversation with one of my friends about a character that's not even related to Dragon Ball, but a Dragon Ball fan will appear out of nowhere and will be saying, "Like, can he beat Goku? Like, can he beat Goku?" Twin, whose mans is this?
You put him on the TV.
Go home! And bro, it was genuinely purgatory during the COVID era when motherfuckers on TikTok were for real having Goku versus Saitama arguments like it was a political debate to run for president. And in 2020 was when motherfuckers were really about to kill each other over whether or not you said Goku beat Saitama in a 1v1. And as much as I partake in these arguments myself, I know just how flawed these arguments can be, because each side will just be moving the goalposts, and in the heat of the argument, it's sometimes never noticed, causing motherfuckers to fall for the most mid-tier rage bait of all time. But if you want my personal opinion, I think that Saitama obliterates Goku because his strength in his verse is genuinely just unscalable, and his gag is literally to beat someone with one punch.
He's right, you know.
Who is beating that? Goku.
Listen, gag characters, you can't fight gag characters with a non-gag character, because there's no winning for the non-gag character. There's this other gag character. It's a female character from an anime that I haven't watched, But I've seen the argument with her versus Goku and she's whooping him, bro. It's crazy. Nigga, y'all remember when that Shaggy thing was going around, bro? When he was the most powerful fictional character to exist, when he was just whooping on everybody? Come on, man. It's so stupid. These arguments are so stupid, bro.
Cool. Ultra Instinct
Oh
is
my
not
days.
even touching Saitama. Real shit. See? It is so easy to rage bait someone by saying some shit like that. I know about half the people watching this shit that are Goku fanboys are tired of shit right now. Pause. I see y'all fat asses
yo.
just sitting there looking stupid with your faces all red with smoke coming out your ear. It was pure rage bait. Or was it? Hey man, in the words of my UK dog Senshi, I'm just the messenger. And the last thing I'ma just briefly mention about these type of arguments is another power scaling debate as of recently, which would be Bakugo versus Rize, which I saw blowing up on Twitter a while back. Now these Chainsaw Man fans were
okay, look, I can understand why people think this is an argument to be made, but I want y'all to think very, very carefully, okay, about the power system, right? With Bakugo's quirk versus that freaking demon chick, Rize, right? And I watched the Chainsaw Man movie. It was gold. Chef's kiss. All right? I enjoyed it very much. She's not beating Bakugo, bro. I don't care what nobody has to say. She's not beating him, okay? What happens the minute she runs out of blood or Bakugo does so much damage to her that she can't, like, freaking physically use her ability anymore? She's fucked. The nigga is literally turning his sweat into freaking bombs. And he's blowing shit up, creating heat, making him sweat. He's collecting that sweat in his freaking little gauntlet things, generating it. Come on, bro. That's not an argument to be made. Chad, I'm fucking with y'all, bro. Whichever one you think is stronger, bro. But I genuinely think Bakugo is stronger.
deadass about to E-fight you.
Argue with your mama, bro.
If you said that Bakugo would beat Rize in a 1v1, saying shit like Rize is immune to Bakugo's explosions and can regenerate or some bullshit. Honestly,
All For One was able to regenerate too. Look what happened to him. You thought Bakugo was playing with his bitch ass? Come on now. I need to play y'all the clip. This clip brought tears to my eyes, nigga. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Tears to mine eyes. It was absolute cinema in its finest form, bro. Okay, if My Hero Academia don't win an anime award, it's rigged. The game's rigged, bro. I don't want to hear it. If they don't win an award for either the best animation or best animated fight scene of the year, I'm not hearing none of it. It's rigged, bro. It's rigged.
can't really disprove anything from either side because I'm not too familiar with how much Bakugo skills in comparison to Rize. However, based on what I know from both these characters, I think this is the closest hypothetical power scale I've seen in a while. They both could fuck shit up and they both crazy ass people. This shit was so heated that it got its own death battle where the end of it had Bakugo booming her ass to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, I hope you guys enjoy my Chainsaw Man LARPing impression. I know I rage bait at least one person by mispronouncing her name. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Leave a like and sub down below if you enjoyed it.
Hey man, shout out that boy Ninjuno, you feel me? I don't understand that argument, bro. Do you y'all really think Rize is being? Listen, I'm not Japanese, bro. I can't say these names properly. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Y'all really think she's being Bakugo, bro? Come on, mans. I was gonna say his full freaking hero name, but I can't remember it, to be honest with you. It's too long. She's not beating here, bro. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. There's no reason to be arguing about anime, bro. Anime should be a thing that brings us all together. We should all be able to have our opinions on different animes and be willing to listen and hear each other out. Because just like any other media, it's how you perceive it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have the same favorite character as everybody, okay? You're not gonna have the same opinion as everybody, and that's okay. We can have our differences of opinion, but the only opinion that is a wrong opinion is that One Piece is not the greatest anime of all time. That'll be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I don't want to hear it. Argue with your mama. Peace.